Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Earthbound. I am Atyrum, and today we're heading south of Onet. We're finally leaving the first town in the game, and we're heading to Twoson in search of the mystical Katie who left us a bit of a message in our dreams, I think 2 episodes ago. And there's a house down here that we can go in and check out. This guy, who looks kind of dirty, apparently lives in these mouse's house. These are exit mice. You can use them when you're in a dungeon to get out for free. It's kind of the equivalent of Pokemon's escape rope, but right now I guess we're pretty good on inventory space right now, but I'm not going to worry about picking those up because we will be having issues with inventory space. It's still going to be at least 2 or maybe 3 more episodes before we pick up our first party member, so I do want to make sure that we have space for all the items we'll need, and an exit mouse is not something we really need. This is a mushroom enemy, and as you'll probably know from just about any kind of RPG ever, mushrooms are always bad news. They always come with some kind of status condition, and the mushrooms in this game, hopefully I'll get to show it off. Although there are plenty of mushroom enemies throughout the game, so I will get to show it off, even if we don't get to it on this little road down here, which it looks like we might not, actually. But basically, how good are we on PP? We're pretty good at PP. I guess we'll pick up the butterfly just in case it might disappear. Come back here. Okay, so there's the mushrooms down there. Oh, but I'm gonna get attacked by a whole bunch of enemies. There's some ants like we saw before. I figure I'll leave this battle in because we didn't get to see the mushroom status condition. It keeps missing us. But basically what the mushroom status condition does, I believe in battle it causes you to do random stuff. Like sometimes you'll do nothing, sometimes you'll hit yourself, sometimes you'll hit your teammates, your friends once you have other party members, and then in the field when you're walking around in the overworld, it tends to screw with your controls, and you'll be trying to walk down and it'll make you go right instead or something like that, and that butterfly's trying to lead us into a trap. That's an evil butterfly. Oh, is this another one down here? Is this a different butterfly? Or did it get all the way down here? Yeah, it's still trying to lead us up there. I don't think that's actually a thing they're supposed to do. That's just complete coincidence that it's doing that. But anyways, yeah, the mushroom status condition will cause you to cause your controls to get all screwed up, and you'll end up like left will get mapped to up, and up will be mapped to right, and right will be mapped to down, and so on and so forth. We can go and talk to these guys real quick because they'll become plot relevant in a little while here. But yeah, it is pretty annoying, and I think you can get it off when you're in the hospital. And this guy here is telling us about the girl who lives at the preschool, which is going to be our next destination, if I can remember where that is exactly in the town. There we go, it's right over here. Polestar Preschool. But, yeah, anyways, the mushroom condition can be removed, I'm pretty sure, at hospitals, but you have to pay money for that. Or, a little bit later on the next road that we get to, excuse me, the next road that we get to, there's somebody who actually buy the mushrooms off you. And this woman here says we should not have to worry about Katie. We're going to go in here and talk to her father, who seems to think that no, we're not from a TV station. He seems to think that she's here, even though she's actually not. It's implied that her mother knows that she's gone, but for some reason her father doesn't know. He seems to think she's still up in her room. But yeah, we're gonna have to investigate that and figure out where she went. I think we want to talk to her mother again over here. And, okay, yeah, I think she said the same thing. We talked to a couple of the kids in the preschool, and they all seem to think highly of Katie. It's kind of funny, though, because my wife, who I named this character after in this game, is actually really good with kids and runs a tutoring business and babysits as well on the side. So yeah, this does feel like it could be something she was actually doing if she were actually in this game and not just the namesake of a character. But anyways, so yeah, everybody's talking about how she left and nobody knows where she went. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and stop by, there's a couple of houses here. You can see the names of these people, Orange Kid and Apple Kid. Let's go ahead and head into Orange Kid's house first. He seems to have a pretty nice little house right here. He's an inventor, apparently. He's asking if we've heard of him. Apparently he's running out of money, and he wants to know if we can help him out. And, no, we're not going to help out. I don't think that'd be the best idea. And actually, before we head down to Apple Kid's house, I gotta check something real quick. Okay, we're good. So, heading into Apple Kid's house, and we're gonna see a completely different, kind of thing here. He's kind of a pig. I mean, he's got kind of a pigsty in his house, which is actually exactly what he tells us. But I guess I'm a little confused as to where he sleeps, because he seems to have a park bench inside his house. And he's asking us for some food, and that's why I checked to see if I had any food in my inventory. And of course, as is, you know, the usual in any kind of story, you know, and he wants $200. We don't have $200 on us. We're gonna have to go pick that up from the ATM. But anyways, as is the case in just about any story, you know, the underdog is usually the one who ends up being the hero in the end, and investing in Orange Kid is not going to end up helping you out in the end, and it's going to be Apple Kid who ends up making an invention that will help you out later on in the game, just a little bit further up ahead. But first of all, we do have to head to a store somewhere. I got to figure out where the stores are in this town. Ooh, okay, here we got some enemies up here. It looks like a policeman with a blue face and some dogs. The runaway dog, I think, is the same enemy we fought before, and I guess this is just a regular cop, despite the fact that he had a blue face in the overworld. But I think this is the same cop we fought as well. Let's go ahead and try out. I don't think I've used PSI Boom yet on camera, so let's go ahead and try that out so I can show you guys what it does. And yeah, I think these are the same runaway dogs we've seen before, which is why they're doing only like 1 damage each. And this should do a decent amount, hopefully knock out that cop. It's easily enough for the runaway dogs. Yeah, there we go. That's what that does. It takes half of the PSI that I had at the time. I think I have a total of 30. But it does take quite a bit of PSI, but it does hit everybody on the field, which is very nice. This is the hospital. We don't need to go to the hospital right now. Like I said before, hospital is only for removing status conditions. You don't actually heal there. You heal at hotels. And I'm kind of curious where that car that just drove by came from, because this road kind of just ends here. But anyways, I wonder if the cycle shop has an ATM. I feel kind of dumb because I probably should have, you know, planned all this stuff out beforehand. And it's the photographer. Wonderful. Yeah, I don't know all the locations this guy shows up in. I guess eventually we might just end up cutting this out because it does happen fairly frequently, but I'll probably leave them in for a little while at least so you guys can kind of feel the same annoyance I do when he continuously pops up. But let's go ahead and head into the cycle shop, which does not have an ATM. Okay. We can buy a bicycle, but you can only use the bicycle when there's only one player, and since we will be picking up our first party member in a little while here, I don't really think it's worth the inventory spot, because, I mean, even once we get another party member, we're still going to be having trouble with inventory and all that kind of stuff. So let's just take all our money out. We might as well. And I'm probably going to regret that, because I'm probably going to end up dying somewhere soon. Because that's what happened last time, I think. Oh. Okay, and here's Katie's father, who is running around looking for her, I guess. But as we'll see, he's not going to be able to find her. Let's go talk to this guy real quick, because this guy, I remember having a funny line of dialogue. Yeah, okay, so apparently some guy is following her. Okay, that's not the line of dialogue I thought it was. But yeah, anyway, so there was someone who apparently may have kidnapped her. So we're going to have to watch out for whoever that was and try and figure out some information about what may be going on. So now we can head back down over to Apple Kid's house and give him $200. There's some more policemen. There's some other funny enemies that I think will pop up at random inside town, so we'll have to see if we can show those off. But for now, here we are back at Apple Kid's house, and yes, we'll invest some money. I didn't remember him needing $200, but yeah, and all he says is, thanks, I won't let you down. We can actually check his trash can over here. And there's a broken machine inside. That's something that's not going to come into play for a little while yet. Not our next party member, the party member after that will actually be able to repair broken machines when you stay the night at a hotel, and they'll become items that you can use. They might be, you know, like equipable items, they might be other kind of items. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, it's kind of a dead space in our inventory. And we also got a receiver phone. You fill up a lot with key items that you kind of have to keep which is a little annoying because, you know, you can't throw them out. But at some point I know we're going to get the ability to store items. Here's another pizza place, a bus station. We can take the bus to Threed, the next town. In case you haven't noticed, all the towns are given names after numbers. Onat is obviously 1, Twoson is 2, Threed is 3, and then Forsyth is obviously 4. After that, the theme kind of drops off, but yeah, you can take the bus over to Threed, but I don't believe you can get there yet. I mean, I think so, there might be a little pop-up that says something like, you know, the bus is unavailable at this time, because I don't think you're supposed to go to Threed at this point. We're not going to be able to go there until we get our next party member. I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and head over this way right now. I don't think we have to... I don't think we have to do any other story-related things back over in Twoson. Here's another new enemy we haven't fought yet. This is going to be the Mobile Sprout, which doesn't look like that threatening a monster. But holy cow, I should probably have been paying attention because I just realized I'm really low on health. Hopefully it doesn't attack first. Oh, it attacked first. Well, this is embarrassing. I gotta pay better attention to my health. Like, seriously. This is ridiculous. Okay, so we went ahead and stayed another night at, or not another night, this is the first time we stayed at the hotel in Twoson, because actually when I died, I ended up all the way back over at my house above Onat, which is kind of annoying, and I did lose a whole bunch of my money, which I said, you know, I figured would probably happen. And this guy says something different every time we talk to him, so it seems like there might be something going on here. Apparently we're being annoying. But yeah, I had to walk all the way back from up in Onat, all the way back down here, which is really annoying, but yeah, so maybe staying at the hotel here will help, because I don't remember that being the thing. And we just made back our 50 bucks that we used to pay for the hotel room, so that's nice. But I don't remember it being a thing last time I played, which was, several years ago. But I'm pretty sure that when you died, you didn't have to go all the way back to Onat every time. But I may be mistaken. I don't remember dying this much, because this game really isn't that difficult. I don't think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, like I said, it has been a couple of years since I played this last. But I really don't remember it being that difficult. I really don't. But actually, you know, before we head out there, there was one thing I had to do. I had to head to Berkeley Park. Because there's somebody who's going to have some information for us on Katie's whereabouts, and he's standing on the roof of this house. And he immediately jumps into a battle with us. This is Everdread, who is quite the interesting character. And as you can see, I guess I didn't really get a chance to show that before because I didn't have max HP for a while. He stole our cold remedy, that's annoying. But we actually are over 100 HP, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we're just gonna go with some regular attacks and we should be able to take them out. This isn't really a difficult battle. It's not really a boss battle. I mean, I guess it kind of is, in that it's a one-off battle that is against a stronger than your average enemy kind of enemy. But yeah, he's apparently the boss of Berkeley Park, and he twisted his ankle when he fell off the roof. Excuses. But yeah, and he's telling us about Katie, and he says that she's in Peaceful Rest Valley, and some chubby boy and a bunch of guys in blue took her. And of course, we do happen to know a chubby guy, who may be the culprit. And I don't think there's anything else. Actually, you know what? Let's talk to this guy. He sells fresh eggs, and we can go to buy an egg for 12 bucks. And we want to go ahead and hang on to that. Let's actually pick up a couple of them real quick. Yeah, because we do have free space in our inventory, and these will actually be pretty useful. And we probably also want to pick up some food. I think this guy will sell some food. Because we are low on healing items. We do have our PSI to heal us, but we probably want something else as well. There's not really anything good here, though. Maybe a couple of bread rolls? Yeah, let's just buy 2 of those, I guess. Oh, nope, that's it. Okay, so what do we have so far? Yeah, we are going to need healing items in Peaceful Rest Valley, because that is an area that gets a little bit annoying. I guess we might as well fight this guy. Anyways, I feel like this has gone on a little while now, so we're just gonna go ahead and get over to Peaceful Rest Valley, get through that cave where we unfortunately died to a mobile sprout, and also take on whoever this guy is here. The unassuming local guy who, for some reason, decides he needs to attack us. Alright, so this guy, I don't really remember this guy. I don't think he's got anything too threatening to throw at us. Although we are going to need to heal up again already. That's kind of unfortunate. Let's go and just use our PSI life up, because I think that should... Okay, I guess it doesn't max us out. If it maxed us out on our HP, then it would actually say, you know, Ben's HP was maxed out, rather than just saying, you know, Ben got back 97 HP. There's a mushroom we don't really want to mess with. I'm not in the mood for messing with the mushroom. We will show off that status effect at some point, because there are mushrooms throughout the game. And there are also mushrooms in the next game, but again, I don't want to talk too much about the next game because that's still quite a ways off, and let's not take on a mobile sprout and a mushroom. I think that might be a good idea not to do that. Yeah, what the heck, let's do it. Just gotta keep a better eye on my health so I don't end up dead again. Let's prioritize the mushroom. Oh, there we go, smash it. Don't have to worry about being mushroomized. And this time we should be able to take on the mobile sprout, who actually has life up alpha like us, so it can heal up, which can get a little annoying. And it can use PSI magnet, which is obnoxious because it takes away our PSI. I think we saw an enemy who had PSI magnet when we were in Giant Step as well, so that's nothing new, unless I cut out that battle. I don't remember if I showed that battle on camera or not. Oh, it's taking all of our PP too. We don't really have any PP recovery either. We'd have to go back to the hotel and heal up again. So that's annoying because PP is our healing right now because these bread rolls don't heal much. And it looks like one of those eggs actually hatched into a chick. And if you hang on to the chick long enough, it grows up into a chicken, at which point you can go ahead and sell it back and make a bit more money off of it. And now we're out of PSI. Almost. I mean, we're not completely out, but those mobile sprouts took a whole bunch of it. And we'll probably be out after this battle, honestly. Oh, we got a level up, but we're actually super low on PP now. Those stupid sprouts keep taking my PP with PSI magnet. It's so obnoxious. Plus, they can call more into the battle, which is incredibly annoying. But we got super low on HP, so we can go ahead and eat these bread rolls and get a little bit of HP back, I guess. And that's all we had, isn't it? We can eat one of these fresh eggs, I think. Oh yeah, that gave us 71 back. That's pretty nice. But we will probably run back into Twoson. I'll do that off camera, actually. I just want to make it shoot through these caves real quick. And this is a girl who will actually buy the mushroom off your head if you end up getting mushroomized. By the way, I don't think I said that before, but if you get mushroomized, the mushroom status condition, it does show up on your head, which looks kind of goofy. But anyways, we're here at Peaceful Rest Valley. I'll pick up here next time. But between episodes, I'm going to run back to Twoson and probably stay at the hotel again so I can get my PP back, and I'll make sure that these eggs hatch into chickens and grow up and everything, and then I'll be selling those to make a little bit of money, buy some more healing items, and hopefully we'll be better off next time. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next episode of Earthbound.